on the road, searching for summer in 2011, Vancouver. We arrived Pride Week. We stayed at the Easter Seal House. Leanne had to go to hospital for her surgery and just to be checked out. We were sick and tired of going back and forth from Prince George, back and forth, and it's 4, 5, 6 times a year, which costing us money. We somehow managed to come to Vancouver, and we stayed at Easter House, and then after we ran out of funds, we were homeless. I'll admit I was homeless also myself at some point, okay? Many moons ago, I camped in Stanley Park. I had a little shopping cart like some of these people. Fortunately, a friend that we had just met put us up at his place for a week or two. I fortunately could sell artwork, play guitar on the streets, busk, and somehow we got through till August. And August, there was a place that Lookout on Alexander that said they would put up a couple, which is very hard to do. So we go there with our shopping cart and our belongings we brought from Prince George. So there we go, shower, new clothes, take our old clothes, put them in the freezer or whatever to delouse them or whatever. There were no louses, there were no bugs, no bed bugs. First time I encountered bed bugs was in Vancouver here. So they put up Leanne and I for 2 to 3 weeks, and they more or less encouraged us to find a place. So within the Lookout community, they made a few phone calls, and we landed up at Sakura So, just a block away on Powell Street. Leanne, at the time, was still in the hospital. She was pretty ill, and that was the whole decision to move to Vancouver. It was more or less of a must rather than a need. I came to look at the house at Sakura So, our apartment. It wasn't an SRO, but it was classified an SRO. And at the most, we wanted privacy. We wanted a place called home. So we got this 2-room house in Sakura So. The view wasn't all that much, but still it was a 2-window, 3-closet bedroom and kitchen. And the kitchen was very important for us because we like to make our own food. Both of us loved to entertain. We had a great tenant support worker, and we were more or less saved by Lookout for a place to stay. Fortunately, we had to come here for a while because they're renovating. These have 1 room, but we have one of the bigger rooms facing Powell, which is nice. And when we go back, we're going to have a self-contained room, which will mean a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen, which is what we were looking for 2 years ago. It'll be almost 3 years when we go back. I don't know if there's a time limit, but we were almost supposed to stay there for 2 years. 2 years is over, but still we're going to go back because it's renovated. And we're told that we're going to go back, and now it's October. It was supposed to be in August because there's been some delays. If Lookout had not been around, so we would have found some social or communal housing, in which case we would have to go together, or Leanne would have had temporarily would have to separate until we could find some better thing to do. Leanne's in what's called a social disability. She's on disability. I'm her legal caretaker. As a gentleman, and I can't remember his name, he died last year, and he was working outreach, but he said I was a keeper, meaning that I should stay at the shelter.
Halfway round is as far as you will get before you're heading back again. Watch you don't lose your step. Home is where your blood pumps, that's anywhere you go. Said home is where your blood pumps, that's anywhere you go. Might pump to a rhythm that you never felt before.